A lot of people would say that we are in a broken economic system, but I would absolutely disagree with that. The system is working exactly as it's been designed to do by the establishment. If you think back to the world financial crash in 2008, after that we had austerity. That crash was caused by billionaire greed. Billionaires even actually directly involving, according to reports, our current Chancellor Rishi Sunak. Instead of them having to suffer for their greed, it was ordinary people. Wealth was transferred from those who didn't have any money to those who didn't need any money. As a teacher, I see the real consequences of austerity over the past 12 years. There are children who don't have a bed to sleep in. Bed poverty has become a thing. I have heard stories from other teachers about children eating out of bins because they are starving. I am aware of children in our region suffering from malnutrition diseases such as rickets. In the 21st century, there are children in our region with rickets in the 5th biggest economy in the world. This Dickensian tale is even before the current escalation caused by the cost of living crisis. Just as we thought there was nothing left to squeeze from the working class, the system did what it is designed to do. It transferred more wealth from the bottom to the top. This has been squeezed from the people who traditionally would have been thought of as being pretty comfortable. So in a recent NASUWT survey in teaching, it was found that after 19% real terms cuts and the cost of living crisis, 88% of teachers are somewhat or very worried about their finances. Over half are cutting back on food expenditure, with some using food banks and other charitable assistance. 40% are cutting back on household essentials. 12% are taking second jobs. 70% are considering leaving the profession. Is this what we want for the people who are supposed to care for the next generation of children coming through?
No.
If this is what's happening to teachers, I fear for so many others in less well-paid jobs, because teaching is supposed to be a comfortable salary. It isn't. So what about the people who are on far, far less? But the establishment are happy. Energy companies are seeing record profits as bills soar. Banker bonuses are at a bonanza rate. Billionaires have seen their wealth increase by a third during the pandemic. We all know that if you give money to people who need it, it will be spent in your local community. But give it to a billionaire and it ends up in the Cayman Islands. The system is working exactly as they want it to work. And when we do dare challenge it, the media tells us that we are wrong. The billionaire media tells us we are wrong to challenge the wealth of billionaires. Tax is supposed to redistribute wealth when an economy is not working well. It redistributes it when it's ending up in the pockets of the wealthy instead of everyone else. But that is not what's happening. We're seeing national insurance rises and tax cuts for the most wealthy. It's taking money away from where it's needed and giving it to billionaires. I think what we need to understand, and I think we understand that as a group of people, is nobody is coming to save us. There is no single political figure who is going to come down and say everything's going to be okay, because the billionaire press will absolutely destroy them. We've seen this happening. But meaningful change always comes from the bottom. Meaningful change always comes from the people. We are many, they are few, and the people united will never be defeated.
Yes.
Yay!